touched it with my finger and it went.
Welcome.
Well, I think I gotta like order it online, Nick, because Best Buy and shit. Like, I got this at Best Buy real quick, and like, I don't know.
Say that again.
The screen, full screen.
Say that again. Ooh, got a repeat. Okay.
Full screen.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Why are we hearing the repeat?
Jerry, are you watching the video?
Yeah.
Ah. Good call, Nick. Good call. Now we just need to switch to the real cameras, which we always say, and I know we're gonna say it again. That
I mean, it'll happen eventually.
it'll happen eventually.
It'll happen organically.
It's just so much easier too.
Yeah.
But we need the mics and stuff. Fuck it. Anyways, here we are, episode I think 22, lucky 22. Episode 2B. So
Boom.
tonight's sponsor, we have Mountain Dew Major Melon.
And we're going with that.
2B, Nick D,
Welcome.
Jarvis Jerry on the
computer.
We took a 2-week break. I went to Disneyland. It was fantastic. We don't need to get
Into that, everyone needs to go. I don't want to ruin rides and shit, but Star Wars Land.
Yeah, what, like,
Fabulous.
if you were to sell people to go back to Disneyland, what is it on this trip that you're like, this was dope?
Well, it's what we.
What we all need to do together.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
will discuss real quick. We all need to not give Disney more money to ride those rides. There's 3 rides that they want you to pay an extra.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like $70 to $20 or some bullshit. And when I was there, the
Rise
Rise of the Resistance was $20 every day for the Lightning Lane.
yeah.
It's a whole new thing that they've done. I haven't been there in, I think it was 5 years. 3 of those were.
2.5 of those were COVID related, but
Yeah.
I refused to give them that money. So because of that, I was there for 3 days and I only got to ride Rise of the Resistance 2 of the days.
and those are the 2 days I went to Disneyland first. The other day I got to ride
Ride Spider-Man because it's the same kind of
Delio. They wanted extra money for that.
Yeah.
And I can only ride that immediately.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's cool.
And you gotta open your day with that.
You gotta open your day with that,
Yeah,
or else
yeah.
you're waiting in a 2-hour line, which I refuse to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Spider-Man's cool.
But it's just like Toy Story.
Story or Buzz Lightyear, and I still
I think I like Buzz Lightyear the best out of the 3 of those. And it's
the
still
first one out of the 3 of those.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
I don't know. I feel like the first time I rode it was with Jerry for my birthday, like early 20s, right, Jerry? Years ago.
Yeah, I think so. Like 23. I'm pretty sure it's your 23rd birthday.
23rd birthday. Jerry
Interesting.
remembers. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, fucking fantastic. Love Disneyland, but we, as a joint, we should all not pay for that. So they just make it a normal Lightning Lane. Because you can buy a normal Lightning Lane, it's $20 a day.
Yeah.
And that includes all the rest of the rides.
It used to be Fast Track. Now they're Lightning Lanes.
Okay.
So at
At some point, Rise of Resistance,
Spider-Man and Cars, which I've ridden a bunch of times, didn't even get to
ride it this time around.
Yeah, yeah.
which is
It's a shame too. It's a great ride, but didn't even get to ride it.
Is the Cars one the one where you're going around on the tracks? Like,
Yeah.
where you
You
drive-
go through one room and then it ends with a race.
Oh, that's sick.
So it's like kind of like your classic Disney ride when you see the little rooms with the animatronics.
Electronics.
Oh,
And
that's
it's really
sick.
well done.
Yeah.
And then it ends with a big race, and it's like a kind of a mini roller coaster with these bumpy hills.
That's
It's
legit.
pretty fucking legit.
Yeah.
The Rise of the Resistance
This is the greatest
Disney ride ever made, and I'm not just saying that because
because I'm a Star Wars fanboy.
I mean
for
it does
what
play
is.
into it a
A
little.
little bit like yes.
Like Space Mountain or Big Thunder, which are the 2 other top 2,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Aren't the top 2 for just being great, fun roller coasters where they don't need to
Fucking make you sick. You're just having a good time.
Yeah.
You know, Pirates is always going to be a top tier. Rode that a bunch.
bunch of times.
Yeah,
Haunted Mansion, But
That Star Wars ride.
took the classic. I don't want to spoil it too much, but it takes a lot of the classic elements of the old rides, including Star Tours. Adds the,
It's like it's got 4 different fucking things.
things going on.
yeah. Yeah.
Piece by piece that incorporates all of these different aspects that Disney's kind of
Created
created.
over the years.
Yeah.
So it's a new
That does
experience,
sound
but you
sick.
can feel all of the old
Attractions in it.
Yeah.
and they kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
it's fucking dope.
That.
That does sound good.
And the Smugglers Run's fun as fuck too. Don't get me wrong, but it's a shitty version of Star Tours. Yes, I'll say this because
Unless you're the pilots, you kind of not it's not
that great. It's just an interactive version of
Star Tours. When you're a
Yeah.
pilot, it's amazing.
Yeah.
My mom crashed the shit.
Shit out of the Millennium Falcon. Though. It was fucking hilarious. One of the funniest things I think I'll ever see.
Do the other 2
Do anything like are
It's
there
4.
4?
It's
so it's like,
gunners.
And then it's engineers. And
You're pressing buttons too, but
Okay.
the pilots are
You
really.
really want to do
yeah,
it.
like you get to pull the light speed like straight out of the movie. It's fucking cool.
Wow.
The whole zone is, and my mom said this, is
It's a very
Instagram, like it was made for your social media.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really big, and I do think when you walk into it, you're like, you separate yourself from the rest of the theme park, and that's
Yeah.
really fucking cool.
That is
You
true.
don't hear anything else, like, and you can't see the lights of the other parts of the park. It's like real, like you're in it.
Yeah.
Unlike Marvel's,
campus, because Marvel's campus.
it kind of had to like squeeze it in between a couple things. It feels a little bit more tight,
Yeah.
but I do think that they're gonna expand that further
Yeah.
or change some more stuff up. I think they will still. I think they'll do the same with Star Wars. I think there's a
Possibility that in the next decade they'll add a few more rides to
Yeah,
Star Wars.
yeah.
I definitely think because it's a lot of like it's really big, but it's a lot of like dead space and stuff.
in comparison. You think of like Tomorrowland. It's like
Buzz Lightyear's there behind you. Star Tours, the rocket thing is here. You turn the
corner
corner,
at Space Mountain. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of rides in one.
little zone.
Yeah, yeah.
With Star Wars, it's like two
Two rides and they're kind of far apart with stores and food in between.
between, but you could tell that like there's enough dead space that they could They don't give a shit about knocking over a food place.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was amazing. So we took a
Sick.
week off for that, and
We just got our shit together now. Tonight's episode, jumping right past all that,
Yeah.
is Batman. And then we're gonna talk some about Peacemaker as well, and then we have some other little shit
going
going on.
on. What was the gentleman's name that passed away? We should start off with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start off with a little Marvel news. You got him on the screen, Jerry?
William
Yes,
Bird.
we do.
So this gentleman, I think it's crazy because I was just saying this to you, Nick. He was the longest lasting Marvel
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
character in a way. Because Edward Norton, he's from
Yeah.
the Hulk.
Yeah.
If Norton backs out, he continues on. I think he makes an appearance, if I'm not
Taking
mistaken.
at the credits of Iron Man.
And does Liv Tyler show up in
No, she never shows up again.
what is she in the animated one? Like the
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, but I don't. Is it actually Liv Tyler?
Mm.
Like, did they get her for like the one line?
And what if you mean?
Yeah.
right?
What if? Yeah, I was like, what? I can't even remember what it is now.
But he first appears in.
Widow.
2000. Oh, he wasn't. Yeah, he was in Doom, the TV miniseries.
That's sick.
Wow, he played. Wow.
That's
King of
crazy.
Queens, the Big Chill. Oh, the Big Chill. I remember the Big Chill.
I mean, the dude had an awesome career.
It looks like.
Yeah.
Real good career. Yeah, I mean, he was enjoyable. Like,
yeah,
he was good in the. I hated him.
But that's what they wanted.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
wanted you to hate this
Exactly.
guy.
He played a really good
villain.
He played a great villain,
Yeah.
and you hated him.
Lost Space.
Lost in Space.
Lost
Oh,
in
was he?
Space.
He was
Joey
the
Tribbiani.
one with Joey Tribbiani. He was the dad.
Oh,
Yeah, Gary Oldman was the scientist.
wow! I need to revisit that.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Tribbiani up front.
Of course, why would he not be?
Yeah.
That was a flop, if I'm not mistaken.
Right? Complete flopper.
I saw it and I bought the gun.
Yeah, Jared the
It
Toy.
was, it was sick.
I'm pretty sure our parents still have it.
I'm yeah.
I feel like I could go dig that up somewhere.
Yeah, but I meant like box.
Box office wise, it flopped pretty heavy. Yeah.
100%. My heart, no.
No, not
Yeah,
very
totally.
close.
I dig that.
Dude, I totally dig that.
Small soldiers.
Yeah, it's small
Amazing.
soldiers. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
He wasn't about that. Dude had a great career. It's a shame
He passed away. Or
R.I.P.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy though. Like if you think about it,
he might not have had the most.
screen time or anything like
Yeah,
that.
he's OG.
But
He's like the triple OG of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Next person's Robert Downey Jr. And then
Yeah.
Pepper Potts and.
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But he made it all the way to Black Widow. And his character technically
Oh.
never died.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So
And was he
But I think, like I was saying,
BK, yeah, he's
Colonel. Yeah.
he's the one that they had him all in jail at the
end of Civil War.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
For like war crimes.
war crimes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Putin crimes as we call them nowadays.
Yeah. Wow.
Robin Hood, yeah.
I feel like it's crazy. I mean, obviously, I don't think they knew
He was gonna pass in any way, but it's crazy
because they've already kind of set up. He seems Elaine,
Yeah.
Seinfeld Elaine, to kind of be taking over his position in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
kind of feels like I thought she was going to be working for him, which they could still do.
Yeah.
They could still have like a phone call,
Yeah.
and it's Ross on the other end of the phone.
Yeah.
and we never see him again. But excuse me, it definitely feels like she was going to be involved with him, And now with his passing,
I don't know what that really means.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. What was... Oh, Archie. Leave that alone.
Some aliens in here, guys.
Yeah, he like knocked over a box or something. Come here.
But yeah, I mean, that's all I wanted to.
Bring up and give the guy his,
Is
I don't know, what would you say here? Flowers? Is,
Disrespect. He was awesome.
yeah, disrespect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome dude. Great
Yeah.
career.
Great actor.
Yeah. Won't hurt. You'll be missed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move.
past that now and get on to some more positive stuff. Well, I guess let's just jump on. We'll end it with Peacemaker. Let's jump right into Batman.
Shit. I want to first off just give my rating.
yeah.
Before I start trashing the film, which I'm
I
about
love
to do.
it. I love it.
I really enjoyed the movie.
Movie as a movie, and I'll give it like a B minus as a movie, but as a Batman film,
I put it at like maybe
a C plus. So I'm judging it heavy.
Judge it heavy.
Yeah.
And the first thing I want to say about the whole thing,
Yeah.
okay, is if the Joker, jeez McGee's, if the Riddler, and that's how like I'm already fucking.
His name because it's so fucking confusing.
If the Riddler ain't gonna wear a costume, then why even have Batman?
Costume. Why? If we're going in this direction of being super ultra serious
And people aren't gonna wear their costumes, then no need to have Batman in a costume.
costume. Now I know it's Batman, and the franchise is called Batman, but we're no avoiding things here. Why even have the Penguin be a white male, fat? Let's make the Penguin a small man. Maybe
I mean,
Asian.
he is a
I don't know.
tall, thin dude in that Gotham show.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They
But isn't that
definitely
it's a
hard.
prequel. Yeah, they would hard.
Yeah, they hard left turned on that one.
It just
Having
felt.
said that, I never saw it.
Yeah, I was about to start watching that Pennyworth or whatever. There's a TV
So right. Yeah. I never. That.
That
Just
came
about.
out real quick, right?
There's 2 seasons.
Wow.
They're on HBO Max. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was just intrigued.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now the one thing about this Batman film, straight up, is it made me
Fall back into a Batman.
Batman fan.
Yeah, totally.
The next night
Me
I
too.
watched Lego Batman because I needed something a little bit more
Fun.
Yeah, just
Lighthearted.
lighthearted.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
fun and lighthearted. It's Lego Batman. It's great. It's great. It's been a while since I watched the Lego movie. It's just cool to see that animation.
they do a
Yeah.
great job. And in the Batman,
Batman version's fantastic. Will Arnett, great job.
Well,
What's his name plays the Joker? Fuck.
Galifianakis.
Yeah, Galifianakis.
Yeah.
It's chock full of cameos. Everybody's voice is a famous
actor.
Yeah.
I think Michael Cera
Sarah plays.
Robin.
Scott.
Yeah.
I doubt he's Gordon. Well, maybe.
No, Gordon.
Maybe make a great.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is off topic, but I mean, yeah, I this Batman movie brought me back into being like, oh yeah,
I'm
Batman's
in a bad mood.
yeah, and Batman like he is the first comic character I think
I fell in love with.
For sure.
It kind of went him, then Wolverine with the X-Men's cartoon that we
100%.
grew up with. Our
100%.
X-Men.
cartoon.
But Batman.
Batman '89, we were perfect age to watch that. Once it was on, obviously I didn't see it in theaters. I was too young.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not that old.
It was perfect to kind of grow up. I grew up with those 2 Batman films.
That then led us into those other Batman films.
My biggest gripe with this new Batman movie is the lack of Bruce Wayne.
He's non-existent in the film. They added in a new character,
Yeah.
which is this in-between Batman, where he's got the makeup
He's like a CIA
a spy
and that's cool. I dig this new.
character they've come up with, this in-between character. And if this is just the begin, if this is their Batman Begins, and it's gonna be, oh, Bruce has to grow.
Yeah.
And they had that scene with the new mayor where she's walking with him and being like, yo, we need you, Bruce, and yada yada.
Yeah.
So they're kind of already kind of telling
Telling you like, hey, there's no Bruce in this movie.
kind of justified not
Yeah.
having Bruce.
That he needs to be
Drawn out.
Right.
Yeah.
So they could hit a home run with the next movie for sure, in my opinion. But I just felt like, for me to say that this is the Batman film, I needed a little bit more of that, and I need a little bit
more fantasy. Just
altogether. It's a little too dark.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
if the
Riddler would have been wearing his fucking costume, honestly, I probably would
have given it an A, not a ditch at all.
have straight up. If he would have had the
Came, tapped the hat, did the whole 9 yards.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Though? So like, let's say,
Let's say cane, coat, and hat. Do you want him still wearing a mask?
do you like the idea
The
that
ribbon?
or no, like anything? Like,
Would you have been happier if like the Riddler was still trying?
to play cat and mouse and not show off who he was, Or do you like the idea
You have a Riddler who's like, no, I'm Edward Nygma.
I don't, like, I'm out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, did you want him to be more bold about his
Identity? Because it's like, I do...
It depends.
It doesn't feel
like the Riddler?
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't feel.
No,
This could have
it's-
been anybody.
Dude, like,
yeah.
Let's be honest. Like, maybe this is a Bay Area thing. I don't know. Rest of the world, tell me. I know you're not watching, but if you are,
It felt like it was the Zodiac.
Yeah, 100%.
And maybe that's where my mind goes because we grew up here. It's like, oh, they're
I
doing,
mean, it looks like him.
they're
Yeah,
doing
like,
the fucking Zodiac.
Yeah.
Like, if you just change his
question mark on the side of his jacket.
to the cross
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
the
yeah.
bullet thingy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the reticle. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the fucking Zodiac. Even the creepy way he talks, like if he would have
Like, try to molest a girl.
next to an old school car, it's like
Like
it's
by
the
a
fucking
lake or something.
Yeah,
like,
it's
like,
the fucking Zodiac.
Maybe he started doing like Zodiac shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so like that kind of like, you know, to answer your question.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing, Nick. Is that like, it's oh, he's a detective in this one, and I did like the fact that he
Was way more detective-y,
Yeah.
but
That was
we
fun.
never see.
the Riddler until he's already being
Ah,
caught.
I'm sorry.
Aren't you locking something? Yeah. Laundry room. You're crying.
Yeah.
The volume keeps like swelling, then going super quiet.
On the stream. Yeah.
You mentioned it, I checked it.
So dude did.
I don't know. Yeah, he mentioned it. I checked on my phone, and yeah, I don't know.
Well, Sadu, we need donations. If you'd like to leave
A few bucks in the donation so we can get.
some real equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We're looking for anything.
Yeah. We apologize and please bear with us. You know, if you want to tune out, Stu, we
Is it what's going
Our
on?
volume
It's just
our
spiking.
audio volume is just
Yeah.
jumping. I don't know, Jared. It's the phone. There's not much I could like fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine
There'll only be one or two more episodes.
episodes like this. We'll get the
We
mic.
gotta get on
Hammer
it.
going,
Yeah, we
like,
gotta get on it just for Sadu.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
It might not be the next one, but we'll figure it out. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Because you know the tripod's sucking. Now there's audio issues. Like now when I'm sitting here, look over at it. it's
Oh no,
is it
no.
just-
Yeah, there's like
Or is
this
the-
little
Jared, you can't see?
jaunty little. We got like a little Dutch
The
angle.
whole tripod's tilting one way.
Yeah.
And I had to set the camera to the opposite way to weight it.
Yeah.
So it looks
Sideways.
to me and it. I don't know. I think it looks straight. But
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
interrupt you.
No,
You
no,
were
no,
saying
that Archie got
how
locked
Batman doesn't really do anything. Like
recently you're about to say like how he doesn't actually accomplish.
Well, yeah.
That's a big thing that Mark Bernard, and I don't want to
Yeah,
take
yeah.
credit for pointing that
Well,
out.
no, that's a great
But he
point.
pointed that out.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he doesn't actually catch anyone in the film.
Yeah.
And Riddler does everything Riddler wanted to do.
Right. Up until the fact
That Batman doesn't accept their friendship that he
Yeah.
thought Batman would accept.
Yeah.
Or
Bruce, because he seems like he knows that it's Bruce. Although
I saw someone else point this out on the internet. I forget who. I can't give
credit to, but does he know who that's Bruce?
It's
Because he walks away and Bruce
Bruce never or Batman never takes off the mask. And be like, you're right, Riddler.
is me.
Yeah.
So it was never really defined.
I feel like it's left ambiguous. Like
I feel
Yeah.
like they, and I don't think it's like one of those like, well, what do you think? I think it's one of those like, let's leave it open ended so that way we can see what we want to do with future movies.
Right,
I
right.
feel like it right now.
now it's ambiguous.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally, I
Yeah.
agree.
Because the next
One who knows what it could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which then I almost kind of think it is
It's like if they do it, if
so, like Bruce Wayne is Batman. It's like that's just No Way Home. Are we just doing Spider-Man movies and Batman now? Like it is almost like let's not do that. Or I don't know. Maybe it'll be
no, having said that, maybe
with the right script. That's great. And they're like, oh yeah, we're just doing No Way Home with Batman, and you love it.
Yeah, and you love
Oh
it.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Pattinson.
and
Yeah.
Keaton and who
No,
knows?
and like Pattinson, like
Let's give the dude his justice. Like going into it, a lot of people, a lot of the
nerds out there because of his Twilight past. We're giving the dude
maybe a pre.
I
I like that term because of his Twilight past.
Because of his Twilight
it sounds
past.
so dirty and
Yeah.
seedy.
Yeah, and that's why everyone was judging him.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah.
honest. My sister loves the Twilights. I've never
I've
even
got
seen
buddies.
them.
I've got buddies who love the Twilight movies. Yeah,
Never seen them.
Again, it's clearly not made for us.
No.
But I get why people dig it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get why people dig it.
yeah. But I watched that Lighthouse film. BK loves that film.
I love that movie. Too.
Yeah, I watched that. He was really creepy in that.
Yeah.
And
Seeing that did be like it made me think. All right, well, there's a chance he could be a good Batman.
That's when I fully.
You're 100% right. Like I remember seeing that movie and being like,
I'm down.
Yeah.
This is gonna be, I'm, even if it's bad, I'm down to see what he does.
And I think he did a fantastic job as Batman. We
He didn't even get a chance to be classic Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
The director and the writer, whoever
the fuck decided that he was going to be this new
not new necessarily, but he was going to be the more emo, sad, depressing.
boy.
Bruce Wayne, and we're gonna add in this new CIA Bruce Wayne
That we really haven't seen in the movies before, which was cool. CIA Bruce Wayne was cool.
With the eye business, you mean?
The makeup and the hat. The second time he sneaks in.
I see what you're saying. Where it's.
My bad.
half Batman.
It took me a second to realize what I was misunderstanding the metaphor. Yeah, there is this third Batman where he's got like
We've never seen before.
Yeah,
he wears like a thingy and a hat, but he still has the makeup on.
Yeah. I actually really
He's got
felt
a leather
that, but you're
jacket.
right. It is like
There's
there's
a
a
leather
third.
jacket.
Yeah, in the beginning, like 2 years of now.
And
He's turned me into a predator.
even when he first was spying on Catwoman.
He was originally wearing that outfit.
Yeah.
There's a couple times in the movie,
You can tell the back ears in the back.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
exactly. Yeah,
He's rocking around with the back here in the back.
I know,
Yeah,
it's
it's like-
totally. Yeah. And that was new, So, Robert Pattinson did a great job.
Yeah.
And I think, I've seen him do interviews and shit.
For this movie, I think he could be a fantastic Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
The next film.
Yeah.
If they let him be that cocky, arrogant playboy,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's perfect.
He could totally
Pull that off. And
when he doesn't have the makeup and they're not telling him to look sad, he looks.
It looks fine.
he's a handsome guy.
Yeah.
He could pull that off.
So I think that there's potential
So for this next Batman film,
to be.
I'm just saying, possibly
the greatest Batman film ever.
Yeah.
There's a
possibility of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
huge on the Christian. I don't like Christian Bale. Period.
not a fan of
The
Christian
actor?
Bale.
Or the Batman.
As an actor, as Batman, and definitely not as Bruce Wayne personally.
Yeah.
I just see him as American Psycho instantly when he's walking off that helicopter.
With the girls, it's like, oh, dude, he's about to do some messed up stuff in a room back there, bro. Not into it.
Listen.
But that movie,
I still put as my third favorite
Batman film, after the two original Tim Burton's.
Yeah.
I put Dark Knight. Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Why should we always say that? It's
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. Because
Yeah.
Dark Knight,
It's not
Frank Miller. We all know.
Yeah.
True Batman fans. Come on now, Doc. Stand up.
Point being,
Great movie. I have a lot of beefs,
with it,
but some things could have easily been fixed. But the one thing that couldn't have been fixed is the extra 25 fucking minutes.
of a flood that did not need to happen. And I think that was just nonsensical. I get that in the beginning
When we had the clown gang,
or whatever, that Latino gang.
I
They wish
Beat
they
up the
were
Asian man?
identified.
in some way of like.
do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because it's like
They want us to think Joker.
But they were Joker.
I don't. Yeah, it's like I wish there was just some. Like I wish they would just.
I don't know, like
What game?
Yeah, just something.
Maybe they were Joker.
Yeah, and be like,
Who knows?
yeah.
But they beat up that gentleman, the Asian gentleman,
Yeah.
and then Batman reaches the hand and he's like, no!
Yeah.
And then at
The
the
And then
end
he
of the
looks up at
movie,
light. Yeah.
he reaches his hand out for the mayor inside the flooded arena.
And she's
and
scared.
she's
Almost scared, but then
Yeah.
the child pops up.
and grabs the hand. And it was supposed to be this,
Oh, beginning of the movie, they denied him, and now the child's like, please,
Batman save me.
and
Yeah.
I get it. Cool full circle film thing.
Yeah.
But
And she
man,
was shot too. She seemed to be moving around pretty well.
That-
She-
that's like-
yeah.
Let's not get into that. Yeah. Totally
She
right.
was like climbing over stuff. Yeah. She seemed alright.
Because she gets dragged by Commissioner Gordon,
Yeah.
right? By the arm.
Because at first I was like, this is hardcore. We're
Yeah.
just killing mayors and stuff, and
Yeah.
she lives.
He drags her off, yeah.
Yeah, and it's very like the
Like
way
a- yeah.
She looks like a body. Yeah.
Commissioner Gordon, fantastic too. Fantastic.
Dude, for real.
He was great.
Can
Penguin
we-
was
I
the
I
best.
always
forget his name. Can we pull up the IMDb? What is
the guy from Westworld's name.
that's what he's fucking from.
Yeah, he's Bernard.
Wow.
Yeah.
James Wright.
Jeffrey Wright? James Wright? What's his name?
Jeffrey Wright.
He's one of the best in the game. Love Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright. Love him.
Oh, Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Fantastic.
amazing?
She was wonderful.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
The Watcher.
Batman the Audio Adventures
Jeffrey Wright
plays Batman. I'm on
on them. I'm looking at that
tonight.
It's interesting they don't have Batman on there. Up there, did they? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, right.
Batman.
Asteroid
Wait,
City. I wonder what that is.
Westworld has another season.
Season coming out.
I've heard as such.
I feel like it's
Now being well actually no.
Season.
Season four. Season 4, yeah. Sick.
Wow. Be honest, I'm gonna.
They're just
I'm gonna
turning
say-
that show into Blade Runner.
I was about to say, like, this is sound horrible, but like, I didn't really like the West World television series.
I do, as weird as this is, I really like the original movie from back in the day. It's like it got all that showdown.
Done in one movie. It's like an hour and a half, and it's like, all right, well, that was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
The show
Went too far for me personally, but
Yeah.
that's a different conversation. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've
I've bitched about a lot of shit. I know we have opposite opinions. You really enjoy it. You've seen
it
it.
Yeah.
multiple times, which is crazy with how the length of it is. With
Yeah,
that
yeah.
extra, I think it's 20 or 30 minutes with the flood scenes.
Yeah, I mean, it's like after
I mean, I feel like just from when
it's full on spoilers, people. Like
Yeah,
we're
fuck it.
jumping to
We're
the
one
end.
We're 2 weeks after.
yeah, from Falcone to
The flood
Yeah.
is like a minute, and then flood to credits is even longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like there's the whole terrorist
thing.
after Falcone.
Falcone. Like there's it's
You know, like again, we're
Well, it's
quoting-
Falcone.
quoting-
Fat Man a lot, but like
Yeah.
how like Kevin was like it feels like it's like I almost personally would like
I would have. At this
point this is no one's gonna agree with this, but this is what I would have wanted. I would have been like, dude, Snyder cut me and give me 4 hours rather than 3. You know what I mean? So
give me a 4-hour thing with hour-long chapters
like
On a DVD.
on a DVD or HBO. Like, not. I don't want to sit.
in the theater and do that for
Okay.
sure. I don't want to do that.
Right.
But at that point, that last hour does feel kind of like not shoehorned in because I enjoyed it. Like it doesn't
Bother me the way that bothers some people, but like it does feel out of nowhere.
where it is almost like
Give me another hour to set.
that up and give me a 4-hour thing that I watch over a weekend.
I feel like
Batman
here's
miniseries.
what I'm saying, Nick, and I know
There's like 2 or 3 precursors to the wall, and they like one of the newspaper articles or one he's on TV.
Oh, there's like little
the mayor, the mayor.
Yeah, like there's little subliminal things talking about the wall. I've seen this on the YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel like for how long the fucking movie is, they should have beat us over the face with that wall existing before the fucking ending.
Yeah.
There should have been
100%,
something more
100%.
in my.
Face about the wall, and then I would have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And once again, though, if the Riddler was just
In the costume, I wouldn't even care.
I would have been
Yeah.
totally cool with it. So like, the wall could have been fine if the Riddler would have been like, I got a wall, like.
Because like
It wasn't the fucking Zodiac killer. And like I said, if we're going that real, it's Kevin also, I think, or
Mark said this too. We're just
quoting Fat Man Beyond now.
I mean, I feel like we both have been saying we've been watching a bunch of stuff about this movie. Their 2 takes are my favorite, even
Yeah.
though
They're
they're
on opposite sides.
of the spectrum. Everything else I've been watching people talk about this movie, I feel like
Kevin and Mark have it.
So it's like I can't help just be like,
yeah, they're great.
Yeah, that's-
because Kevin's gonna
Love it. Mark's gonna hate
hate it, and that's
And-
makes him great.
And I love.
what Mark hates about it. I'm like, oh, that's a really interesting point.
yeah.
But
And I'm like, oh, dude,
I
Kevin.
love what you like about it.
He's the one that pointed out the whole like
If we're going this real, like the next movie,
movie, it's just he's just a cop. He's just a
Yeah.
detective. He's
Yeah.
no longer even Batman.
Yeah.
There's no need for him to suit up.
Yeah.
If no one else is suiting up,
and like I mentioned the Penguin changing his
size and race. But I will say, Colin Farrell.
That was like amazing. Like that's on the level of Heath Ledger. In the
Sense of like he's unrecognizable
Yeah, the
and
shit in his performance.
performance.
Yeah.
So is it the same? Like the Joker's a more fun-filled character than the fucking Penguin.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see this. I love Danny
DeVito's Penguin.
Yeah.
but that's a little too far fantasy.
That's cartoon, yeah. And
Yeah,
again, it has
deep
its
cartoon.
It has its place.
He's
Like,
even
yeah, I love it.
like he's a monster. He's a monster,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And I love that.
Love it.
But I love the idea of the Penguin being this
Gangster leader. Penguin runs for mayor.
Yeah,
You know, one of the most infamous Batman 66 episodes.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
episode of Batman 66. And that's the thing is, I don't know.
I love Batman 66.
And
So
like the idea, like I feel like that's such an
old Batman idea that like the Cobble, like the Arkham.
the Cobblepots and the Waynes. Like those are like the founding families.
yeah.
So it's like it is interesting to have this kind of new take of the Cobblepots being like,
Oh, he's like a mafioso
Yeah,
dude, right under Falcone. I do like that.
Now Falcone's out.
Yeah, now and
And who's the other piece? The person they keep mentioning?
Oni.
Maroni's
Which I
gonna
feel
pop
like
up.
for
He
how
has to.
they mention Maroni like more than they mention the Penguin.
Yeah.
Like Maroni is such a device, a plot device in this story, and you see 1 second of him like on a newscast, like
Yeah.
hand
Yeah.
That for sure Maroni's coming
back.
He has to.
If they don't, it is almost kind of like, why waste? Instead of talking about Maroni, talk about the seawall.
I mean, they're obviously going to do Batman the movie. You know, we already have Catwoman. We already have
Riddler.
saw the Joker for a
Brief moment. Spoiler on that.
We assume we think we
Might have seen Venom. So if not, if Bane isn't already around,
Oh, the
Like,
Venom.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So
I was about to say 100%.
Yeah.
He's not from Batman the movie.
exactly. Yeah. So
But,
it's
but
like
they showed Venom.
yeah. So
They 100% showed the Venom that makes Bane Bane.
Yeah.
And Batman goes,
Fucking nuts when he takes
Yeah.
it. So that's obviously what that was. But yeah, but we have Joker, Riddler, Penguin, obviously, and
Yeah.
Catwoman has to team up with them, which will be a weird way.
hey, I don't know,
They won't do that exact thing necessarily, but that is the
Batman movie.
Yeah.
And they have a wall.
of water breakdown, which means Batman probably does need shark repellent.
oh my god, dude! I didn't even think about that. They really are just remixing
You know
everything.
what I'm saying?
And he's
gotta
gonna
have a
carry,
backbone.
he's gonna carry a bomb.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta get
What?
shut up.
Oh my god, they're really he's setting it all up.
Batman, fucking the original movie. Let's go.
I love it.
And you know, I'm gonna say this again, and now I'm gonna preach on my soapbox, which is over the show.
You know, fucking, God.
Burt Ward is still alive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bring this up. I think
I'm gonna bring this up
yeah,
till
yeah.
my fucking shit turns
Yeah.
purple, which only happens when I drink the Lucky Charm.
Or was Slurpee. What was Slurpee? Doesn't matter how my poop turned color.
Point being,
Because Burt Ward's still alive.
alive. And we all know they did Adam West fucking dirt. They did.
Like when 89 came out, Batman 89,
They told fucking Adam West he could no longer wear the costume to Comic Cons and shit, make any kind of
appearances in it. It's fucked up, man. He's the original Batman.
Yeah.
You know? Burt Ward's alive. Give the man a cameo or something and bring back the boy Wonder.
Yeah.
You know, this whole narrative,
that he's corny or whatever because of
the crappy movie with Val Kilmer.
which wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Although he does look like a 35-year-old
It's
man.
crazy. It's
And the earring
yeah.
was a little much too, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, it was the 90s. It was a different time. Yeah.
They're
The best duo in comic book history.
Yeah.
I can't
even think of another, maybe
the two of you, because you guys are both comic book readers and shit. Like, I can't think of another great duo. Like, what duo? Not a group, because we know
X-Men or
X-Force and
a lot of X's
A
in
lot of
there.
X's.
The Justice League, whatever. You have the twins.
Yeah, that was you said
The Wonder Twins.
The Wonder
Like that,
Twins.
come on. Batman Robin better than the Wonder fucking Twins. Guardians of the Galaxy. I guess you could say Groot and Rocket, but I don't know in the comics if they're
Hellboy and Abe. Like,
Hellboy.
but again,
Abe.
they're
super
super.
group.
Yeah, and they're also new. Like Hellboy's not even that old. Like,
Yeah.
not new, but you like the last
20 years.
I just, you
How
know,
old is Hellboy? I bet Hellboy's
well,
less than 20
Iron
years
Man
old.
and War.
Machine, get the fuck out of here. It's
Yeah.
Batman and fucking Robin. You know, and for how many Batman movies we've now had, the fact that we haven't had the two of them, like, they hinted
At it.
How many Robins? Have we had two Robins? O'Donnell and
one.
Ward? O'Donnell, Ward. Oh, and then
Or Burt Ward. Or,
kind of,
Yeah.
Damn, there's only two.
two Robins. And
well,
then
they
animated.
They hinted at Nightwing.
Being,
JGL.
Justin Gordon-Levitt is gonna be Nightwing.
Yeah.
They hinted at
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's,
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't even, like,
Has that ever been proven that that was what they were hinting at? I assume, yeah.
I don't know. That's a great question because you know, like what, like it might have been like.
Like, what if the script told him, like, you're the new Batman? Like, you know, what if he wasn't Robin?
I said Nightwing.
Yeah, or Nightwing. Yeah. I could totally see. Like, I wonder, like,
This is Batman
what did
Beyond,
they, what did
which
they
is-
tell him he was?
Yeah.
Being.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
I just preach for myself.
Soapbox, which is over the show, and
I feel like J.G. Joe would be a good Batman.
You know, like, give us fucking Robin, man.
Yeah.
Like, if we're gonna keep having these Batman films.
like, let's get that going.
And, you know, like, just preaching here, he's got such a giant rogues gallery.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's not do Joker. Please.
I 100% agree.
Agree. I love the Joker, but like I don't. If we're doing Joker, let Joaquin Phoenix do Joker.
We don't need another Actually, and having said that,
If they do another Joker, I'm fine. Let's see where it goes. But it is one of those things like
do something else. To be a little bit more bold. Like,
I'm gonna go with Clayface.
I think that's the
best
I'm gonna go with
answer.
Clayface.
Go
full on for make
It's
Batman,
like if
and
you-
it's like,
versus.
It
It's
doesn't
like
Not
that.
to
Thing,
be
but
like
Batman.
where he transforms
Forms or whatever. He could be
using costumes or something or
technology. He could be
some kind
Mysterio.
of technology.
technology,
It's like
yeah,
holograms
some
and
kind of
shit,
hologram thingy. It could easily be Clayface.
Clayface. It doesn't have to be the traditional Clayface.
You know,
Man Bat, we've just
discussed a lot. That might be too much because everyone wants to go more serious.
But I feel like
Man Bat might be too much.
like if the idea of
DC is like how we've got like all these different universes spinning out where we've got the Batman, the Joker, the Justice League. It's like, why can't there just be a Batman horror movie? Like, why can't they
that's
just
what we
not?
just had though, man.
But I mean like an actual like man bat, like where it's like a creature.
Creature.
Yeah, I just
Spider-Man. Marvel should have done it too.
Yeah.
Remember the giant spider that?
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah,
what are they?
that's a great
and like
comic.
Morbius. Like Morbius is gonna be
I'm not even
stupid.
seeing that. I'm not even seeing
Yeah,
that.
like Morbius could be. It's
Such a great idea on paper, but you know it's gonna be.
If we actually made money off doing this stupid YouTube thing, I would then go see Morbius. But
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we don't, I'm not seeing Morbius. So
Watch more if you want us to see more.
yes.
Should they
Should they be expecting a Morbius review?
next
if
week?
we get multiple comments and it's not just Sadu,
Yeah.
then I'd
Or
watch
BK.
Morbius.
Or BK.
BK can even watch us and comment. If BK watches us in comments, then BK would have to go see Morbius with us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Sadu's just gonna comment because Sadu ain't gonna go see Morbius. You know,
Yeah.
he probably thinks it's funny if we.
Saw it. You know?
Yeah.
Jerry, you ain't gonna see Morbius, are you?
Probably not.
I don't think Jerry.
Would see it unless we.
If we were like, we're gonna watch it, you should watch it. I bet he would, but I don't think he'd just go.
If it was
Yeah.
somewhere for free,
Yeah.
you know.
Did he said do a review without actually seeing the movie?
Oh, we can do that.
Oh.
We
can do that.
I like that idea.
Yo, we'll do that.
I like that.
We'll watch all the trailers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we ran enough about Batman. I said my rating.
Yeah.
Nick T.
Why don't you break us off on what you gave it?
Triple S.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry.
I loved it too. It's like top tier S. Loved it. Loved it. There's only fucking 5 scenes with Bruce Wayne. Perfect.
I actually love that.
Like,
There's no Bruce Wayne in this movie. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
I want more Bruce Wayne, and I hope in the second when we
Get to explore Pattinson's Bruce Wayne, but I love that it's like
that's new ground where they're not like we're not going to take up like 30 minutes of this
movie
movie.
with Bruce Wayne.
But see, I think that's the issue is that we haven't had Bruce since
Batman Begins, which is the worst.
worst Batman movie ever made.
Yeah.
Personal opinion.
I watched it the other
And that's
day.
All Bruce, and that
It is
movie
interesting.
sucks.
It's interesting how dated that movie feels.
It kind of blew my and like
I don't need karate Batman.
It's so Batman poses in that movie so much. So much of Batman Begins is him like on a ledge or like talking to Gordon and he's posing. That's actually
one of my favorite
things about this
about Pattinson Batman.
Batman is that he's
Sorry.
Oh, actually no, I actually see it's still there. It's
Yeah, I just got it for you.
I got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Weird, man. Yeah,
I love how
you
they-
mean.
this Batman does not pose. I love how this Batman is not growling. I like how quiet this Batman is. I
Yeah,
like
but like Michael Keaton never fucking growled.
Exactly.
That was a Christian Bale.
Yeah,
lame
yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
You
I
know.
loved Affleck's robot voice. I thought that
I
was.
was yeah.
I thought that was amazing.
I'm a fan. Well, see that's where I'm weird. Like, there's no way I'd ever do this.
S tier, but I know you also love the Ben. as
Oh,
Batman.
Batman. And I'm a weird Big Ben Batman fan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
weird. I love like I said. I put this in the B.
Yeah.
S tier just seems crazy to me with you guys. But if you
If you don't want Bruce, I get it.
It's not even that I don't want Bruce. I like the choice that there's no Bruce. Like
I
like
CIA
Batman.
and especially like
Cut
I
the
like
fuck CIA Batman out there.
because it's like you know what I really liked was the idea of like
How like there's this one line that I actually
feel does say a
lot about the
movie.
Avengers.
No, yeah, exactly. When Alfred's in the bed and he's like, I could have taught you to, I taught you to fight, but you needed a father. And right there, you see, you're like,
Bruce, like Alfred did what he
Bruce was taught to like be a fighter, and so he's just this
sad, broken.
fucked up kid. Like, I feel like I like the idea where I'm like, I walked away from this movie and I was like, I feel
Bad for Bruce Wayne. Like I feel bad that he's more Batman than
Bruce Wayne.
like that did
Yeah,
something
I agree
for
with
me.
that.
Yeah.
But the Bruce Wayne we get is a crybaby bitch, and
He's super mean to Alfred. Now that we mentioned,
Alfred. And that's another reason I can never see this movie in
He's
top
super,
tier.
yeah.
The
where'd you get those cufflinks?
I think they're tired.
you know was ridiculous. The whole
Cufflinks thing was absurd, and he's also giving them.
to Bruce
So it's like Bruce, even if he stole them from your dad, you got him back.
just now, homie. Who gives a shit? First off, and then the whole when he's in the bed and he's like,
You
he
lied
took
to
a
me.
he took a bomb for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. He
And then
opens his
motherfucker
eyes
wakes up
and
you
Bruce says,
attack
you
him.
lied to me.
Yeah, like those scenes of like
That's just not the bat.
Batman I've watched in cartoons, read, and
And seen in the other movies. I won't even say
seen in the other movies.
we can't compare. Like I don't feel like it's fair to compare it to the other movies, but like
Do you mean
That's
what do
just-
you mean
that's
by
not-
that? Do you mean the no
Nolan ones or all of the other movies? Like Clune Dog.
dog and
Clune Dog, every
Everyone, Adam West,
Yeah,
like everyone.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
to talk to Alfred that way was insane. insane, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he was harsh on Alfred.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. I can see it. I get why it's S2. The detective aspect of this one was
Really badass.
and I did like that and shit.
I love the way it looked too.
I love
Yeah, the
like
whole
the
look was
nightclubs.
cool.
I love you know what's great.
I don't even know why I like this so much. I liked all those shots of him at dusk, where the sun is setting and he's
Yeah.
up on the building.
Yeah.
Like
That's what makes the whole movie 3 hours.
Yeah, where he's all bathed in like orange. You're right, and that's why the movie's 3 hours.
There's a lot of that. And there's a lot of like scene build up to get these beautiful scenes
And shit.
yeah.
The other thing too, man, and I'm just gonna say this. We did this last Batman series too. Just have Batman and Cat.
Fucking let's get it out of the way at this point.
The sexual tension from the last movies to this movie, and Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton almost fucked, but they actually dated as Bruce Wayne and as
Selena Kyle.
Yeah.
That's the soup scene, right?
Yeah.
Is that
soup scene or is that in Batman 1?
Wait, what do you mean the soup?
Was
Oh
it
no,
too
that
cold?
That's the
But
first
that's
one.
Vicky Vale.
That's
yeah.
Vicky Vale. That's Vicky Vale
Yeah.
with the soup scene.
That's
Yeah.
such a
Best scene ever.
dude.
Fucking best scene ever, man.
I still think that it's so gaudy and it's so crazy looking, but
Michael Keaton had the best Wayne Manor with just all the weird statues.
and the
Pulling it.
table, like yeah.
Well, that's why I still put this new Batman above the Christian Bale bullshit because he actually had a cave. Even though they put him in
A modern day building?
yeah with
The train station. Yeah, it's like an old
Yeah, yeah,
Wayne
yeah,
Manor.
got in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
dude,
really
that
like
was
that.
all cool. Yeah, like I said, dude, this movie, if this is Batman,
Batman Begins of this series,
Yeah,
that next one's gonna be my favorite movie.
for sure, 100%.
If they just, in my opinion, and I'm cool, Jerry. Like
you said, oh, there's only 5 times. I'm fine with there being 5 times of Bruce, but give me Bruce.
Don't give me CIA Wayne or emo Bruce. Give me the real Bruce for 5 scenes. Keep it minimal. But if we just seen him 5 scenes where he was badass for a
Second, and
then we moved on to the real Batman,
once again, it's just like the Riddler costume. Fucking home run for me.
it's just small little fixes that I
Yeah.
personally
But like, and I judge Batman harder because we grew up
with Batman.
100%.
more than the Marvel films or anything else. We
Grew up with Batman.
like
Cartoons,
babies. Like we were very
movies.
little,
Yeah.
and Batman was like the guy.
And the
Yeah.
one thing I'll say, I know we all loved it, but
we're fucking our
mid 30s at this point.
Yeah,
And Batman should be for kids, like how it was when we saw it. And I can't see a child picking up an action figure and going, "I'm vengeance!" Like,
Yeah.
and that's another Kevin in them said
said that, and it's like that's so fucking true. Like,
yeah.
this is a very very adult. And they're like, "Oh, well, there's room for both." There is.
Yeah.
but like, it's
So easy. I don't.
I don't know.
I don't like, personally. This is just me. I want
Batman. I want comic
book movies to be like
comic books where like I want like
I want there to be multiple Batman and Batman movies. Like I do want like an R-rated
crazy horror Batman movie, and then I exactly want you what you
We
said.
had that. That's the Joker.
For sure, like yeah, and I want more of that. I want more of
Yeah.
those, and I want like another, like I want like a really dope movie.
For Batman, like aimed at like kids, like middle schoolers. Like I think everyone should have a Batman.
Yeah.
I think you're exactly right.
One last thing.
Everyone's right.
And then we'll do this tier thing. 'cause We
Already
already
rated it. Jared, can you pull up an extra window and type in Batman
Hush
Yeah,
real quick.
and like let's see the image of that real quick. Just want to point this out.
Yeah. So this.
My friends, that one more over.
Here, one more over the hand, right there. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Is that
Not more of what we saw. Like it kind of seems like they took
this character's outfit?
Batman.
and kind of backstory of the idea of like, you know,
He says he's a Wayne. The Riddler's trying to say like, oh, I'm the Wayne orphan. Like I'm like your like pseudo brother. We're doing this together. Like a lot of
Hush was taken in this movie, and
and
then
a lot of Zodiac killer.
A lot of Zodiac. Yeah.
7.
And then I'll just end it with that. Because I'll stick to my guns. That's my biggest gripe with the film was
The Riddler.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that he left he left cool notes and all that, and like
that's fine. But it was like
have him costume up, bro. Have him costume the fuck up. Also, like, real quick, last thing I'm gonna say. If there's lights underneath that thin ass carpet, you're fucking seeing them. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Oh, and the Riddler's room. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Bullshit.
chalk. Yeah, the chalk thing in the city. Yeah.
and I love how the cop who was a dick to Batman is also the one that helps point out the whole thing.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
great, and that's once again, that was the full circle of the film.
Yeah, yeah.
Officer Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, no, I
right?
think you're 100% right.
Yeah, Officer
Even
Rodriguez.
they got along. Yeah.
By the end of it, they're buddies.
Yeah.
Which I think he'll become Commissioner Gordon's second-hand man because he's the only cop's name we learned.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I think we'll see that in the television
Show on HBO Max.
Which that's the other thing.
Which,
Holy shit, we're getting 3 shows out of this. That's insane, and we don't need it.
And the cop one actually be.
Might be the one that gets the axe because it's
I
like
heard it's turning into Arkham now.
yeah, because exactly, and I'm so much more down.
Batman Beyond?
Yeah,
So the top guy, yeah.
exactly, yeah.
You shouldn't even watch us. Go watch Batman Beyond Subdue, you asshole.
Yeah,
Alright, let's
it's
do
a
our tier
much better
list.
conversation.
Yeah, let's do our tier list. Alright, so we're going with Justice League. Now, is that Snyder Cut or original? That's Snyder Cut, right?
We could treat it like Snyder Cut.
No, there's both.
Oh, there is both.
There's both,
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So Snyder Cut, I did like better than the second
My
Snyder
bad.
Cut.
Are we judging this just on the movie or the
Batman. Like,
Are we putting all of like we're weighing Snyder
I
Cut
can't
on
separate
Affleck?
them. I mean, it's Batman's in the film, so
Yeah.
you know.
So we're weighing this movie by Affleck. That's what's. I just want to know what are we judging here? Batman or the movie?
Batman in that movie.
Okay, all right. I love it. I'm in.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, Affleck's one of my favorites.
Affleck in that, I say B or C. I give it a B at
Best. C is probably where it deserves to go.
I would say
He's an S
tier Batman, but it's like a B tier movie.
That's the scene where he's flipping the wheel, the tires and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that shit. When Batman's working out, he's doing I love it. It's so stupid.
It's very
yeah.
comedy, yeah.
Yeah, it's very
It's
comedy.
very comedy.
And it's like raining in the cave. It's like what? Like yeah, it's so.
He's got that dope apart or house on the swamp. It's
Oh
interesting.
yeah. I love that. I love that the whole steez of that Batman.
Lego Batman, I mean,
A tier.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Will Arnett's hilarious.
Yeah,
Will
It's
Arnett's
fantastic.
one of my favorite.
There's rumors they're doing a sequel.
That I hope they do.
How have they not? That movie came out days ago.
2017?
Yeah, like you'd think they'd have cranked out like 2 more of those by now. Like
They only did 2 Lego movies.
that's true. That's true.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously,
That's the
Is that-
Batman, right?
Or is that Kilmer? Because I think
That's
Kilmer.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
this is
Kilmer?
Batman.
Forever or Batman and Robin.
I mean, I would. If we're being real and we're trying to really separate them all, that's obviously D.
it just I mean, Jerry, Nick D.
I mean, I
watched the first 30 minutes of it today, and
I will say the beginning is not as bad as I
expected it to be. But you know
What's
what's
really weird is it opens up with a joke. It opens up with the Alfred being like, "Shall I prepare dinner?" And Batman looks into the cameras like, "Okay, drive through." And I was like, "Wow." So this is full on. We're just joking around. So yeah, I mean, D's fine with me.
I mean, that one's also
D. I mean, I'm not gonna put any of these in F other than.
Batman Begins, so.
Balloon Dog. I see. I wonder.
I need to go back and watch some of this one.
Who do you think is a better Batman, Val Kilmer or Clooney? I just watched Clooney, so part
Part of me wants to be like, Val Kilmer's not that bad. Like, I don't know, is Cloondog bad? Is he a bad?
I think Cloondog was the worst. Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I want to see it again. Like, I have not watched it
haven't
since.
revisited them in years.
Dude,
So.
like decades. Since we
we're
were
Yeah.
little.
since
I don't
we're
think
little.
I.
don't think I've seen Batman and Robin since I was like 10. 12.
That third one gets
The fourth one gets fucking crazy because they
add in Batgirl and shit too, and it just gets way over the top.
Oh my God, you're
And
right.
they're all riding on the motorcycles together.
Dude,
and
I
it's just
forgot
absurd.
Alicia Silverstone is in that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, and it's just
And they're all black and
It-
silver.
yeah, it's absurd, bro. And the fighting with fucking Poison Ivy and Bane. It's like-
Bane.
Yeah.
super over. Yeah, it's bad, dude.
but like I said, I'm not gonna put any of them in F other than Batman Begins.
Do you
Think you'd ever do you think in like another 10 years you could look at Batman and Robin like you do the Adam West one, where you're like, this is meant to be fun, this is meant to be silly? Do you think it needs a little more time to get there, or is it still just this is a bad movie? Schumacher. fucked it
No,
up?
yeah, I mean,
Adam West, like
because the other two came out, the Keaton ones came out before these two. It just it's like this isn't like you're like. I don't know. Because they hint at Two-Face in the last Keaton one, right? And it was supposed to be Lando Calrissian.
Oh yeah, 100%. Billy D. Williams.
and then they do it.
But it's not. It's Tommy Lee Jones,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like way overacting it.
basically
The Joker.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
basically the Joker. He's trying to one-up fucking...
And Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The
The only thing about that movie is that Jim Carrey's fantastic as the Riddler and way
better
better
than the guy we just had.
Let's just be real.
Jim Carrey can do whatever the fuck he wants. And he's amazing. I don't care what anyone says. Love Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's great.
Great, bro. Are you kidding me?
I don't know, Nick. I don't think I'll ever feel the same way. I will point out that this list is automatically flawed, Jared. It's not your fault at all. But they don't even have the original Batman the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems ridiculous.
Oh, the 66 one?
Well, it came out after 66. It was after the show.
You're right. I thought it was on there. So, anyways, Batman, the Batman movie, I put as S tier. It's, you know,
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, it's probably in my top
10 movies of all time.
Yeah.
Love it. Grew up with it. Love it.
Lackey in the chat.
What?
Roland Lackey in the chat.
What's up, Roland? Welcome. We're rating Batman.
Yeah. Leave a comment. We'll go see Morbius.
The
Next is the new one, right, Jared?
Yeah.
And I mean, it sounds like we're gonna put that in S.
tier as well, right?
I mean, where would you put it?
I put it in A, but I'll go with S because it's 2 versus 3 here. I'll go S with you guys. Like, fuck it. It deserves it. Dark Knight Rises is the third one. I'd say that's a CB, personally.
It's better than those two, Jared.
Yeah,
it's gotta be C.
I
put it-
right?
I put it at A or B. Like I
Yeah, you go A or B?
love. I mean, again, I'm really like I love Bane. Like I think Tom Hardy is amazing as Bane.
Talia al Ghul and
Catwoman and Batman, they're all a little bit less cool in that movie. Like that to me.
They barely
This is
have
a Bane
They
movie.
barely have Scarecrow, which I still say another reason
Why I don't really like the Christopher Nolan's is he abused poor Scarecrow. Should have had his own
Yeah,
better
Scarecrow should have been cooler.
better storyline for poor Scarecrow.
You know what is crazy though? Like
I do think it is just really. I keep thinking about this last week since I watched Batman Begins. It's crazy how much just like a part like of the plot hallucinogens are
When he sprays it.
in Batman Begins. Like it's really interesting how like drugs are just like a thing in that movie, and it's like it's just that's a weird. I didn't catch that.
the first time.
he's in all 3 movies, but
Never is like the main like.
Yeah. He's always just either like he's a pawn of Al Ghul.
He's selling drugs in 2.
And the third one he's
hosting court,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like
Yeah.
he's just a prop. You
Which
know?
was supposed to be, I think was supposed to be
the Joker. If
There's
rumor-
Is that
I see what you said. But that is a reference to something. Like, is it like?
I don't know, but
Joker
I've heard
or-
this is years ago when that movie came out. I was like, oh, that was gonna be Heath Ledger.
he didn't pass away, that was gonna be his role.
Oh, dude, I
feel like I do kind of remember hearing
that. Yeah,
I'm sure we
I don't-
talked.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true, but
A
I feel like
decade ago. I don't know if that was
Yeah.
ever proven to be true.
Yeah.
That was internet rumors at that time. I don't know if we could
When
go
Jared
back
and
and
I
find
went to
that.
that Arkham thing, there's a whole scene. In
the Arkham thing where like Joker was behind like a courtroom thing with a gavel. Like there's yeah. So I feel like that is a reference to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman Begins is
literally my least favorite Batman film. You guys
talking about how there's no Bruce.
Wayne in the new one.
You guys enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That is my issue.
The opposite issue in Batman Begins. There's not enough Batman in my opinion.
Yeah, there's very.
I fucking that.
Like, it's like,
And
I
it
just
shows
wasted-
up like 50 minutes in. Yeah.
I F tier it, but you can put it in D if you want, Jerry.
I'll accept it.
I definitely don't think it's D or F, but wherever you guys want to put it, I don't care. Like I probably would put it like C or B.
But wherever you like, I literally don't.
Alright. I'll say this though. I probably would way rather watch Batman Forever or Batman
Me
and
too.
Robin over that.
I feel like yeah.
It's a little boring.
When I watched
Batman Begins the other day, like I did, there was at no
point where I was like, dude, I've been sleeping on this movie. It's like, oh, there's a reason why I haven't watched this since it came out.
Yeah.
It's it's cheesy, super cheesy.
I mean,
It's unbelievable.
Justice
Justice League 2, I almost put Justice League D after Batman Begins.
Yeah, exactly.
because we already have Snyder Cut, and if
If you're
you're
gonna watch it, you might as well watch the extended edition.
Yeah.
Batman Returns,
I S tier it,
S tier.
A at minimal.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean,
yeah, I guess S tier, and then I mean, Dark Knight Rises.
fucking. Or no,
My bad, Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight, S tier. It has to be.
Yeah, and
It has to be
I
S tier.
didn't hear this one to be so high.
That dude, honestly,
Nick said that. I need to go back and revisit that.
I love Bane. You know what I mean? Like it's just again, like I don't even. That's just
Me though, I hone in on things where I don't even.
think of Batman or Talia or anything in that movie. I'm just like, oh yeah, give me the Bane scenes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then Batman,
Batman vs Superman.
I'm gonna be controversial.
I would definitely put it in B. I like all the Batman scenes That movie sucks.
100%, yeah.
That movie sucks for a different reason that people need to realize is that they forced 2 films into one film.
Yeah.
And that's where they fucking blow it with Batman vs. Superman. Because
It's not Batman vs Superman. First off,
Batman vs. Superman should be called The Dark Fucking Knight, as all of us true fans know, motherfuckers. I'll always be angry about that one. People probably scold me for
that, but I don't give a shit. And it's not even Batman vs Superman. What it really is it's Batman vs Superman for maybe an hour, and then it turns into
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman versus Lex and Doomsday.
well, Doomsday, yeah.
with an introduction of Wonder Woman's first introduction in the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. They try to do way too. They try to jam. It's 2 fucking movies, man.
Yeah. They also, I think they shot themselves in the foot where, like, I think I would have a completely different opinion of that if I didn't know Doomsday was in the movie. Like, if there was no Doomsday in the trailer and all of a sudden the third act, you're like, oh
My God, we're doing Doomsday. I think I would have been so juiced at the
surprise. But the fact that I knew it was coming kind of ruined it. Like, kind of was just like, this
is so.
Because you can see them ham-fisted in.
Yeah.
Like, if you know what's coming and you're like, and
Here comes the shooter.
you know?
Well, like
I think it would have been
The same thing-
crazy if
all
we
of
didn't
the
know that.
Snyder, that's Snyder, right?
Yeah.
All of the Snyder stuff.
is like about to be good, in my opinion.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always like, oh, this could have
Been good.
if they would have tweaked this. There's like a lot of tweaks,
Yeah.
you know. And I don't know if it was his
His fault. He was.
looking too big and try to smush too much in. Same with Justice League, you know. It's like, Jesus, man. He starts to do like 3 movies in one movie because he thinks he's never gonna get a shot again. That's what it always feels like.
He's like, oh, jam as much in as I can.
But it's like, dude, make a good movie and maybe they'll greenlit you for another one.
I also think too. I think it's like, and I think he can't. You couldn't have known this until the Snyder cut, where it is. It's like, dude, do TV. Like clearly, you like. I don't think it's
He
like
wants
you
to tell a
don't
longer story.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to do 2 hours, so don't do 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like give yourself.
yourself 4 to 6,
Yeah.
8, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, jamming too much in.
Exactly. It's like
We didn't need Doomsday.
do an HBO show.
We
Exactly.
didn't need fucking Doomsday, man.
100%. 100%.
It's called Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
How the fuck did Doomsday get in there?
Yeah.
And Wonder Woman. No need for
and
her.
Wonder Woman. Yeah. Yeah.
And in that story, like, I'll say this:
The one thing about Ben's thing.
at least he's trying to bang Wonder Woman. Enough of this Catwoman.
Woman shit. I always thought in my heart from watching the Justice League cartoon show.
Batman bangs.
Wonder Woman.
I know in the comics.
You know, and they hit more towards Catwoman.
And I feel like there are times, like, because it's like, are there versions where
Superman marries Wonder
No,
Woman?
because he's with Lois Lane, dude.
Is that always? But is that always?
that- I feel like
I don't.
that's
No, yeah. I always forget about those.
Jerry, do you have any input on that?
Yeah.
Superman and Batman sex life. Who should they be banging?
Who should they be banging?
Yeah.
Each other.
Ah,
It's 2022.
Easy setup. Easy
Yeah,
setup.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You know?
That's interesting.
Isn't there a
Power couple. I mean,
I guess Catwoman is a power couple.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
It's like I feel
She's
like.
got the invisible jet. He's flying next to her in the bat plane.
Oh, that would be sick.
Most.
What was that?
You can relate to him the most.
Yeah.
And I love
With Ben and what's her name?
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
Fast
yeah.
and Furious.
For sure.
You know?
They're a great couple.
Yeah.
Shame.
So what do you think is going to happen with those? Like, so I hear Ben is back.
No.
He's not bad.
Like,
This is the biggest fake out ever, and when we
See the Flash, he makes an appearance. I don't think he's making an appearance.
in the Flash,
what do you make of all these all these pushbacks? How Flash, Black Adam,
And what's
the other one?
I think if anything, we're going to possibly see Robert Pattinson make it.
And, yeah.
Possibly. But they might not want to damper.
They might not want to fuck with what they have already going where it's good.
And by
yeah.
well, no.
No, they don't want to fuck up the Batman that everyone right now is loving.
I see.
By
what you're saying.
adding him into the Flash movie that people might hate.
Yeah.
Might hate, right? They already have Keaton there.
And supposedly Affleck. Apparently they're
Both
I've
gonna be in.
heard strong things disagreeing with that.
because it's like
Kevin's mentioned it.
that he's
There's stuff in the tabloids. His fucking
Ben's brother
said something
in some radio interview.
that he's like
that he's done and done.
They're-
never
they're-
do-
Never will put on the costume again.
You know what I think it might be too is that I think
Twitter's
You
just
research
full of
that.
shit because I feel like I've been hearing that he's coming back, but it's like you're right, nothing's actually been confirmed.
Kevin said like no way, no how and
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
on one of the fat.
that's such a.
I don't know.
That's such a
It's a
bummer.
shame, but it seems like no one liked it. It's a shame we
Never got a movie where he was just doing it.
I know.
I'm always gonna say that,
you know. I wanted one film with him just doing it from beginning to
and
end.
not splitting it with
Doomsday, Wonder Woman,
Woman,
Yeah.
Superman,
Yeah.
or the whole rest of the Justice League cast. He never really got a full blown shot.
Mm-mm.
But
And I don't know.
But like, part of me is like, it's like, is that
His own fault? Did he wait too long? Did he not strike while the iron was hot with
those Bat movies? Because I feel like we heard about this solo Bat movie since
like Batman and Superman has been a thing. So like years.
it would have been more sense if it came out before Batman vs Superman.
It should have. It should have gone Superman,
And Batman
Batman.
vs. Superman.
Sour the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once that was done, it was like
They were still
too far into. They had to do Justice League,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But Ben, I think, was like, dude, people are starting to hate me, and if I do a full blown Batman movie, that might be the end of my career.
Yeah.
I still want to direct and do more,
serious shit.
Yeah.
you know. So I'm out,
Yeah.
and the super nerds will still love me because I'll make my
Cameos in Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Exactly.
And I'm sure he'll
make
make
an appearance in Clerks 3,
Yeah.
you know. And there's hella talks of them all rats.
Let's get Ben back up in there. Ben still.
I got love for Ben.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Anyways, that's our fucking Batman.
Years, I feel like we've talked a lot about Batman. It's a long episode. Jerry, how long are we tied in right now?
We're looking at an hour
Okay,
and 3 seconds.
we'll be quick about
We're gonna jump right into Peacemaker. My big issue. I'm just gonna go off tops, and we're gonna get right into it. And I'm gonna say it. He talked a lot about cock, and he ended up not showing it. And
It's a disappointment.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't think John Cena
would actually show cock, but now I'm hearing on the Pam and Tom and Pam,
Oh,
Hulu,
Tommy Lee and
Tommy Lee, and
Sam
supposedly Winter
Soldier shows cock all day in that.
you can
But-
do that in Hulu.
But it's not his cock; it's prosthetic. Yeah.
He walked along in some other movie.
Oh, did he?
Pretty sure. It's
Okay.
long.
I think
Wait, John Cena or
Or Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm just saying John Cena.
Can't flop it out because I don't think he can go back to the WWE and be a child suit
Yeah,
wrestler
absolutely not.
after he whips out his cock. I totally get it.
100%. I also just, at the end of the day, if this was just an HBO
HBO show, sure, but I just don't think DC.
will do it.
Well,
I think DC's like
I don't think DC. There's tons of tits in the whole thing though.
for sure, and that just
This
shows the
seems
double
a little
standard.
sexist.
Yes, that's double standards.
It's a little sexist.
Exactly.
Dude. And HBO has no problem with showing dog.
Yeah,
Righteous
yeah,
Gemstones.
yeah,
Dog
HBO does
galore.
it. Exactly.
That other show we were just talking about with Euphoria. Dog, penis, and tits.
Galore.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Peacemaker talks a lot about his dick.
And how big and massive it is throughout the whole fucking show, right?
And if you're gonna show titties, which they showed multiple women's titties,
Yeah.
you should have to show dong.
Yeah.
But I don't think that
It's like the writing thing. Like, if you bring up a gun, you then got to use it.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
He talked
Yeah,
a lot about
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the star of a show can show dong, and I think
I
that
wonder,
might be part
I
of it.
wonder if that is like a weird like TV rule.
Maybe
where
that's
it's
why
like
Hung never did it too.
Exactly. It can only be like secondary character or
Yeah.
tertiary.
Like I wonder what
If it's a big enough cast
The
where
arbitrary
everybody
Like, I think you or B.
cares, somebody was like, "Oh, well, they showed stuff in Game of Thrones."
For sure.
But that was such a large cast, and everyone had like
Yeah.
Peacemaker is the lead of
The
it.
show.
Yeah. There's only like
I'm
Pulling up on the dumbest fucking thing ever, but there was a lot of titties in there.
Surprisingly, it probably that's got to
Just
be
like
the
major
most
sex scenes and
adult
shit.
thing in DC, right?
in comic book history.
Well, I think this is past Deadpool.
Yeah.
It's gory as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Epic gore. It is racist.
Racist and shit.
it's like mean.
It's
like,
racist and
his
shit,
shit feels
but
like
for a
fun.
reason.
Yeah, like there are times when Peacemaker's like dark.
Yeah, like the dad's a white.
White supremacist,
Dude,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
dark, dude. It is
Yeah.
fucking dark.
What's that actor's name? He's amazing. He's like
One of the best parts of the show.
I want to call him Michael Rooker.
It's not Michael Rooker.
Yeah, but T-1000.
That's who he is. He's the T-1000.
T-1000's beast mode in this show.
What did you say, Jared?
Robert Patrick.
Ah,
What
he's
is that?
fantastic.
He's great. He's great.
T-1000. That's
Yeah,
who the fuck he is.
yeah, yeah.
Totally, dude.
Oh yeah, that's in the
Faculty.
fact.
That's right.
I think I.
Oh, he's-
I
he's
think
the-
I even saw the Marine.
He's the gym coach, right, in the faculty.
I think
Yeah,
So, yeah.
dude.
He's super creepy. He's out on the football field. Do you
Remember
remember
we watched that?
fucking years ago here in this
Faculty's
room?
dope. Yeah,
In
faculty's
this
dope.
room. I
John
own
Parker.
that. I own faculty. This is Robert Rodriguez, right?
Yeah.
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 Totally. Dude, you're right. It is Robert.
That's why I own it, because I have it in my Robert Rodriguez collection.
Yeah.
I love the faculty, yeah.
Dude, I always forget.
Josh
that's
Arnett too, bro. Josh
Totally.
Arnett was great. That was when he had just we watched it like right around when he had that great zombie movie, Zombie Vampires.
30 Days of Night.
Yeah, dude.
I own those comics. That's a great comic.
Great comic, great movie. I love
Great
it.
movie, dude.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Man, I forgot.
about that.
Great movie. And great comics. You have these comics?
I
I think I've got them on my computer.
I'm almost level 3, bro. I
Yeah,
have the first couple issues. Yeah.
me too.
I have a lot of zombie comics, but I don't. You know what's weird? I have a lot of zombie comics, totally off subject, but I don't have any of the Walking
Marvel?
Fucking Dead.
Oh yeah.
Like
me
I
neither.
own like weird zombie comics, but not the Walking Dead, because it's like predate Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I guess it's vampires too, technically. Anyways, love the show.
Great tie into the Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
the Suicide Squad. Great to see John Cena. Love fucking John Cena. Jerry,
You just spoiled
I already
yourself.
saw it. Yeah, I already saw it.
Okay.
Oh, you already knew? Oh, wow.
Okay.
well, now that Jerry has it on screen,
Looking at the pictures here. You can
I wasn't gonna bring it.
up, but pull that scene up real quick again, Jerry, because I want to point something out.
You actually don't ever.
Ever see
Superman or Wonder Woman.
Superman, or it is Wonder Woman? I thought it was Batman. You never actually see their faces.
At all.
Yeah, they're.
Completely silhouetted.
Yeah. You only see Aquaman and Flash.
Awesome, fucking awesome that Jason Momoa and Flash Jet dude were down to do the cameo. I think somebody pointed out that they probably were working on the Flash movie, and that's a green screen, and they just
Did it from the Flash movie set,
Yeah.
and they did actually see John Cena or James Gunn at all.
Yeah.
But still, really fucking cool that they made the cameo.
Cameo was juiced to see it.
I feel like it's one of those little moves too that like it goes a long way because you know how like every superhero movie ever we're like, well, what was Doctor Strange doing?
Yeah.
Like why
Yeah.
didn't he come
You
help
gotta
out?
be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You're like, where are the rest of the Avengers?
Yeah, like why no one came to help? I love that this at least comments on it. They're like, oh, we're here, we're late, but we
Yeah.
got here. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like different because when
You see the new Batman movie, The Batman.
you don't question that because he's in his own little
Fucking world.
Yeah.
They're not referencing any other superheroes.
Yeah.
But in these, it's like we know John Cena
John Cena, time and time again, makes jokes
about the rest of the superheroes
Yeah.
throughout the show.
He talks
It's
about
kind of
people
the
we haven't
cop.
even seen yet. Like they said, like
Yeah.
Batmite. and
Yeah,
shit.
he
Like,
names
they-
off hella superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he names off hella superheroes. He said that guy sucks.
Yeah.
But that's what's great about the show is like, I guess it makes up for not showing the cock. It's like he talks a lot about his dick. He doesn't show it. He talks a lot about other superheroes, and they actually
And some show
it.
up. Yeah.
And they actually showed it.
For
So that's
sure.
fucking awesome. The storyline of it honestly bothered me at first. In the first 3 or 4 episodes, I wasn't in love with the show.
I think by the end of all of it, I actually came around,
Around to really enjoy the show.
Yeah.
and I definitely will.
Watch the next season. I give the show as a whole a B. Just
Flat out a B.
I don't think it was A or S tier for me personally.
Not, and this isn't like if the Riddler would have wore the costume. If he would have showed Dong, I don't think I would have bumped
Bumped it up that heavier. I would have been juiced though.
just for them making the move of
Yeah.
equality.
And like yeah.
Exactly. WB fighting the good fight.
But they let us down. They let us down.
The frog.
Yeah.
You see WB just threw that wrong. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth watching. I would recommend it to other people who do enjoy.
Enjoy superhero shit, especially a more serious superhero. And there is some really fun and funny parts. I mean, Eagly is hilarious and
What's
awesome.
Sarah Silverman's homie's name?
he's great.
Brian?
Yeah, I
Is it
love
Brian.
not
Saying the other Brian.
but I think he's hilarious. I love him in this
I don't
show.
think that's his actual name's Brian. I think his name's Brian. And,
Oh, Steve Agee. Steve Agee.
Agee.
Yeah.
They were the Bryans or whatever. And
On the show.
On the
yeah.
Sarah Silverman show.
Yeah. But
A
Steve,
program.
Yeah.
Program.
He's great.
yeah, he was great. Steve was, yeah, he was great. Everybody, like, even that guy, I
I
don't
don't remember what his character name is. I forget now.
I want to call him Vengeance.
Oh, let's see if one of us can think of this guy's name.
Fuck.
Vigilante.
Vigilante.
Vengeance was close, bro.
It's Vigilante.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Vigilante.
Yeah.
Vengeance was Batman, yeah. Vigilante. He's funny, like, their relationship, and as it goes on, you know, it's a fun show. Like I said, I personally
Give it a B. Nick D.
I'd give it a B too. Like, and I actually don't even think it would be that hard for them to bump it up into an A next season. Like, I think it's a strong first season.
You've got my attention. I'm down for more. Like,
And I feel like if it would be like, oh well, what are you gonna criticize about? Like, what didn't you like about it? I'd be like, I don't even really have anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought it was a great show. Like, I thought it was. I think they did a
really good job of at the end of Suicide Squad.
You're like, wow, Peacemaker's a bad dude.
Sorry, guys. Once again, we'll be fixing all these issues in the near future.
Let me ask you this.
Do you want Peacemaker to be in the next whatever the next Suicide Squad thing is? Do you want him back in that, or do you want
just Peacemaker on his own?
here on in?
Are they doing another Suicide
Squad? I don't actually know, but like I assume whatever they're gonna use Margot Robbie for something at some point. Like Margot Robbie is either doing another Harley, another Suicide,
another Batman. Like they're not walking away from Harley. And so
that's the shame is that we have Batman going.
And like, I almost want her just to pop up in that Batman as well. And I know that's ridiculous.
There's no way in fuck. She's way too cartoony.
Well, dude, Flashpoint. Like maybe this is how you get Joaquin Phoenix and Pattinson. Again, I don't want that.
dude.
Because again, think about how much. Think about
I
how
don't know,
much
'cause they have
money.
But she's made them
So much money. She's got to be represented.
And Keaton signed a multi-movie contract supposedly.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
They're probably
you
also
gotta be
gonna
careful.
You gotta be careful. Well, Batwoman's getting an HBO movie.
But I think
HBO
movie. Which is
I insult. Dude,
I keep doing that. I keep thinking you're right.
I keep thinking that it's like this big. You're right. It's like it's
an
one
HBO
tier below.
It's one tier below.
Yeah.
But it's almost like
It's almost insulting because if you're gonna do that, then give her a fucking show where it's like 8 hours.
100%.
she's getting
A one and done movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. A little sexist there, maybe. I don't know what the fuck the deal is with that.
It seems weird to me.
It's weird to me.
You know, it's interesting because it's like how I was saying that
Like Luke and Grogu's
this whole thing should have been its own movie. But when you think of the Batwoman thing, you're right.
right. It is kind of like that should be a show. Like, well, why do
Yeah,
one?
why is
Why
do
do
put it in
one?
fucking theaters?
It's-
But
Yeah.
you know, with the way the world works now, theaters are a dying thing. So maybe they're
Trying something new, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems
weird.
especially with how successful Batman just was, to put Batwoman or I think Batwoman.
Right, it's not Batgirl.
Do like if I can see the suit?
I'll know exactly. Is it purple and yellow or is it black and red? If it's black and red, it's Batwoman.
If it's purple and yellow, it's
Black
Batgirl.
and red.
So it's Batwoman. It's Batwoman. And Batwoman.
J.
Oh my God, I can't even. J.H. Williams. His run on Batwoman is top tier. His art is amazing. Like
Wait,
I
there's
hope.
a show already?
Yeah, there already is a Batman show that I think just got canceled, and then this is now like I think it's like a soft reboot. I don't think this show did well.
Oh,
I don't know that.
For a fact.
I do remember that show. It was on the DC app
And
or
there's
whatever,
two,
right?
and like like 5 episodes in, they got a new Batgirl or Batwoman.
She quit, right? That's
Yeah,
right.
because I think it was.
Or maybe she got a better. I don't know. I don't want to.
Put words in her mouth.
And then I think she was just like, this isn't for me.
Oh, she got all jacked up doing like a stunt or something.
I think that's initially why she stepped away, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm not coming back.
Kate Kane is a cool character.
And then they replaced her with a small. Wow. Oh, it was a CW.
Show.
Yeah.
So it was made by fuck. What are all those CW shows?
I forget what they call those. There's a word. There's a name that they always associate it with, like the Flash and.
I don't know. I don't know what you're referring
Kevin
to.
always refers to it as like the Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and like this are all like produced by the same dude.
Oh, I see.
Oh, they're
There's like a
TV.
Feige.
Yeah, it's just like a TV Feige for DC. That's like he's the guy who's done like Smallville. It doesn't matter. Fuck him.
I could just I never gave Batwoman a shot.
Just because I don't trust the CW. I don't trust the CW.
I just-
Arrowverse.
Arrowverse, yeah. I feel like
Yeah, but there's like
There's another one.
The chat.
who?
Gnome T.
What's up, Gnome T?
No T. Is that
That's fucking Alex.
What's up, Alex?
Yeah.
We're talking.
Dante's brother?
We're talking Batwoman.
Let us know if you're hyped for Batwoman. We're kind of lukewarm.
I can't fucking
Well, no,
remember.
Keaton's gonna be in it, so I'm down for Keaton. I'm full on. I'm
Oh,
hyped for.
Flashpoint's gonna be good.
Not even Flashpoint. I was thinking Batman because isn't
Yeah,
it
he's-
confirmed he's. So I'm hyped for Batwoman because Keaton's gonna.
Yeah,
be in it.
yeah.
Super.
Which is what I'm saying. It's fucking weird that it's going
going to HBO?
That's
And they're not even
insulting.
like I can't think of another
HBO
move. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We'll watch it. We'll
review it. We'll tell you what we think.
I was gonna say Godzilla vs Kong, but that was pandemic. That's not an HBO movie that just got released.
It's on HBO Max because movie theaters.
Well,
are
it's
closed.
falling apart, yeah. Yeah.
Wow, HBO entering a almost like Netflix-like area where they're creating these one-off movies.
No, see, that's just Batgirl.
So it
Yeah,
is Batgirl.
this is Batgirl. Yeah, purple and yellow. Yeah.
Wait, is this a movie?
Or is this the HBO one that I keep talking about?
The HBO thing, whatever it is, it's not the Batwoman thing or just.
No, yeah, they're two separate
And
things.
J.K.
Simmons is.
Oh no, this is what it. Dude,
Wait,
we're
what?
wrong about shit.
There's two things.
I guess Keaton's gonna be in Batgirl.
That's yeah, Batgirl.
Yeah, yeah. This
Also,
I'm
confused. DC's fucking like
also we started off talking about
Peacemaker. Is this
technically in the Peacemaker universe, or what the fuck is going on?
yeah, like when oh well, it's gotta be.
Oh my! Is that a new fucking photo?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's not Pattinson, is it?
No, that's fucking Michael Keaton
That's
in the
Keaton?
costume, and that's
That's
damn,
Jake
Jared. I don't
Gyllenhaal.
even know. I'm a little disappointed to show me this, but it's amazing.
Holy shit! That's Batman.
So Jared, alright, so Jared, Google, can you look up DC
EU time.
release schedule?
So
So
let's find out exactly
when is
Batgirl coming out. What is Batwoman
Woman coming out? Like what is the new schedule?
schedule for all of this?
Wait, hold on one second. What did you end up giving Peacemaker rating wise? Did you say?
Yeah, I'd say B.
You
Like,
said B?
because
You both said B.
and like, yeah, I think like
Okay.
I think it would
be
be
very easy for them to turn it into an A.
That's what you're saying.
yeah, like
And that's how we got into Batgirl.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. And Jared hasn't finished it. Spoilers for Jared.
Great intro. Love it.
Yeah, the
Love
dance
it.
number's great.
I will say
Yes, it's great.
I don't listen to hair metal, and I will say this
Show. I was like, I gotta start.
looking up some of these bands. Every
Episode, I was shazamming some '80s hair band that I've never heard of, and I'm in. Like,
changed.
it gave me a whole new genre.
You just said
You were Shazamming
shit, and Jared had Shazam
Yeah,
on fucking
yeah,
screen.
yeah.
at the same time. Fucking talk about a crazy universe that is.
Hell yeah.
James Gunn's a king. Anything he does, is comic book related and everything.
It's
It's
great.
fucking fantastic.
I'll keep watching. Please, James, keep doing it.
Yeah.
You won me over by the end.
Hyper Guardians?
Hype for Guardians. Hype for the Guardians Christmas special, which come out this Christmas. Cannot
Oh, wait.
Forgot.
Keep
Keep
it
it
coming.
coming, James. Keep it coming.
But moving on, let's finish the show with this right
so
here.
yeah, it looks like everything's just to be because we don't. I don't think this is right.
No, it's not. Everything,
Yeah.
You told me everything.
Yeah, everything is pushed to
Remember when we
2023.
watched Batman the other night? Though it had like a weird trailer
For everything.
Because you know what's funny is that the push came the weekend after the Monday after the Batman came out.
Out. I think they were like, this movie did.
This is my conspiracy
theory. That movie did so well. They're like reshoots.
We're now changing whatever the plan was. The Batman made them so much money.
They're like, we're doing something different.
And that's my theory.
I also think that there's other Disney things that are up.
That they're like, oh fuck, and not just Marvel.
Yeah, they probably don't.
They don't want to go with
If I'm not
Obi-Wan.
mistaken, the
Yeah.
biggest thing coming up this Christmas is Avatar too, right?
Avatar.
Is that this
Strange,
Christmas?
I mean, I feel like I've heard
Maybe-
Avatar is going to be this Christmas for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
Maybe it has to do other stuff, not just that. That other things that have been pushed around. And they're like, look, we want to get a win.
And this time of year worked because this time of year is a weird one to have Batman. So maybe they're like, look, we're gonna try to push stuff back and release next March. We get. They really want Black Adam to be a hit.
yeah,
Because the
they,
Rock is
need-
such a big.
name.
yeah, they
Need
need
it to be a hit. Yeah.
They needed to be a hit, but they also needed to be a hit to keep the Rock happy and keep him with Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
That's my imagination.
Yeah, no, I think you're
It's
100%
not,
right.
it's not just not making a good movie, it's also feeding certain
Actors who
Contractual.
have
egos and things.
Yeah,
And honestly, I like The Rock.
yeah, Rock's good.
I'm getting to a point though where he's making too many shitty
films, and he's losing me. To be honest, I'm just being honest.
Well, yeah,
He's
'cause-
fucking losing me at this point. And it's not like a Vin Diesel, and it's funny that they were both from Fast and Furious.
Ben, he's a crappy actor. He sticks to his crappy movies, and he's good in those crappy movies, right? The Rock is stepping
Out of his little realm.
Wheelhouse, yeah.
Yeah. And he's making these films.
and kind of like they're just. I'm gonna say it. Jungle Cruise sucked, dude, and that should have sucked. That's a Walt Disney classic fucking
Ride. Yeah. That's one of the
original Disneyland rides, and he blew it. Just gonna say it.
blew it, dude.
Do you think
Not a good film.
Would it have been better without him, or do you just think those movies
Would have been a
are
good
like
film if it was
dudes?
Indiana fucking Jones, pretty much,
Ooh, yeah.
and you had Harrison Ford playing it
which is
It's coming though, right? We're getting.
Indy 5
Yeah.
this year, next year.
without Spielberg. It should be.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what the vibe was. I think, to be honest, that Tom Holland or something, somebody maybe a
A little younger, and there was also some storyline issues.
that they had in it. It wasn't just The Rock's fault. I will say that too. But that movie just showed me like
he just like, and there's something else I saw before. Oh, it was the
Him and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Red Nose. I never saw it. And Gal Gadot. One of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I heard you and Jared.
Talk about it, and I was like, I need
Ryan's
to see it.
Ryan's written himself into a corner where it's like, dude, I guess you're only gonna do
Deadpool.
Well, have you seen that
They officially announced it yesterday.
was
The director of the Netflix
show
New
that just
guy.
came out.
Fly guy.
Nah, he just directed another one.
he did New Guy, and then there's
Free
a
Guy.
Free Guy,
Yeah.
and there's a
New Ryan Reynolds movie that came out yesterday or over the weekend.
on Netflix with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
And it's the same
Time
director.
Yeah.
It's a time travel one. It's the same director who did Free Guy, and then yesterday they announced that same director will now be doing Deadpool 3.
Yeah,
Are you gonna see this time travel movie?
100%. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, sure. And it's got Mark Ruffalo.
and shit. And listen,
I love Ryan.
he's just typecasted himself into being.
I mean, I guess he always has been that kind of character.
He
but it's
likes
gone,
that.
man. He's gone.
deeper into that. Like, so now it's the point where it's like, if you're not in the red suit,
What's even the point?
Yeah, like, all right.
So Doctor Strange, I feel like I don't know if we've already asked this, but Doctor
Strange is in May, right?
He's not gonna be in Nick. I don't
I was
think
gonna
so.
say like that's.
I'm gonna ask you, think he's gonna be in it?
I think they're gonna do the. If
They are. I think that once again, there's too much going on for them to make. Like, he's too big. I don't know. Then again, the thing about him is that he seems like he's down for fucking anything, and he'd be totally fine with showing up for
1 day's worth of work, no
pay,
Mhm.
and he's uncredited,
Yeah, yeah.
and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm cool with that."
You're gonna make my next movie though, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, again, yeah, that would be such a huge.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Clue, like the game.
Wait,
are they redoing
They're
Clue?
redoing Clue with Ryan Reynolds,
Dude, is he playing Tim
Curry's part? Who's he playing?
the butler.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my.
God, Jason Bateman's gonna be in it too.
Oh, dude, I'm. So,
Oh my God, I'm into that. Although the original's so fucking good,
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't
still,
need to be remade.
still holds up.
Still holds
Still
up.
holds up.
Christopher Lloyd's in that.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
I watched like 15, 20 minutes of it, like not too long ago.
Yeah.
You get like lost in it. You're like, oh my
It's
god,
a
I
great
love this
fucking
movie.
film.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a great film.
Love Clue.
Clue, great film.
Yeah, I put that on my top 100 list.
For sure.
It would have to be.
For
It would
sure.
have to be. Yeah.
just for how many times. I've
Anyways,
watched it.
we've super jumped off our original.
Peacemaker column though. You love Peacemaker.
Definitely worth checking it
it out.
Moon Knight at the end of the month. Yeah, look forward to Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Look forward, we're probably not gonna.
Tonight was a very DC heavy
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
You know, we did a little bit of talking about the poor gentleman. I already forgot his name. That had passed. William Hurt. Yeah. Rest in peace.
Thunderbolt Rock. Thunderbolt Rock.
Rest in peace, man. Thank you
Yeah.
for your.
Your service.
Yeah.
Your town.
Your entertainment.
Yeah.
You're great.
But yeah, obviously everyone's seeing Batman. If you're not seeing Batman, why the fuck are you even watching us? That seems pretty pointless and
Yeah, yeah.
stupid. And,
You know, feel free to leave your opinion in the comments. You know,
I know I said a lot of hate, but I did like the movie.
But it is, and it, because it's something that you care about.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's like like I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and everything you say, I totally agree with. Even
Yeah.
if like I felt differently about the movie, I'm like, you're right. You're 100% right. Like, yeah,
And I get why everyone likes it.
yeah.
I totally get it. In our age group, it totally makes sense.
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's, but Peacemaker, I definitely think.
It's worth watching, Jerry. I think you should finish it. I don't know where you left off.
Yeah, I'd finish it.
But it's worth finishing.
I will say there's some good action and there's some good jokes in the last two. Or you need two
Two more episodes. How far are you?
He exploded the alien with the force field.
Helmet.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 episodes in,
You got like 3 episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like 3 episodes left. But now you can powerhouse them. They're all.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
watching them week by week.
And yeah, there's some good jokes and
Good scenes, like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the costumes too. I
I
have.
have to say, like, you know, his
Costume is so stupid looking that in a weird way, it's the most real looking.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't
When he goes to that school.
look bad now.
yeah, like it's so weird how when you first see it in Suicide Squad, you're
Like God, he looks so weird, and you just after you keep seeing it, you're like, he actually looks the most normal. Like,
It makes sense.
yeah, it's
And
perfect.
Eagly, like, is the obviously the digital thing in the show. He looks these freeze frames aren't the greatest for him, but like
yeah,
when you're watching it, Eagly
It looks amazing. I ponder if it was a mix between.
digital and a real bird.
Probably not, but
There are times though where his body language, it almost does seem like there is a real bird next to him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
if he's
yeah.
that good of an actor that he can make his body look like he's next to. You know what I mean?
Real quick, I'm not trying to drag the show on.
I know it's late in New York, but real quick,
I gotta say this. I think John Cena's gonna outact The Rock.
I
I
really
kind of
do.
feel that way.
And the only reason I bring this up is they're both WWF wrestlers, and not the World Wildlife Foundation, the real shit.
Yeah.
They're both
From that shit, you know, and I just think something about Cena, like, I love The Rock.
Rock as a pro wrestler. I did not like John Cena as a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
I did not care about
I
that.
was
You
getting-
can't see me.
I was getting out of
Uh,
wrestling as he was debuting,
yeah.
and I just didn't give a shit. Like,
No,
I was
he
like,
was there probably. He was the undercard.
For
By
sure.
the time he became popular,
That's
we
when
were up and out.
we were
Yeah,
dipping.
yeah.
Yeah.
And The Rock had already been left and gone.
And he was already OG. He was already like, it's like he's been.
It's
Yeah.
interesting to me, though, because I in acting, other way around.
Yeah, John
He's so much better.
Other way around.
Like
John Cena like made me cry in this movie.
John Cena made me laugh in this movie. Like Rock's never made me cry.
I just can't
Yeah.
think of that many movies that I think The Rock has really stood out in.
Yeah,
for me.
as like he's an amazing action star, but like I don't think Rock could have been Peacemaker.
Fuck no.
Rock,
Rock, I don't
That's
think
why
Rock-
Black Adam's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
to see,
yeah.
bro.
I think he's gonna be a
great Black Adam.
Yeah.
I think he could be a
The role.
dope
I
tie.
think
He fits that role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
big scary
Yeah.
dude with like power. He'll be
I
great.
mean, I'm a fan. I watched this fucking TV show.
Yeah.
And that's great too. The
the
TV
show is great because it's about fucking him.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
That
and the
works.
Rock.
We go back to like the Rock and Sock connection, like dude, like
Yeah.
like Raw.
I was thinking the Nation.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on, bro.
Dude, The Rock, like I love The Rock,
Yeah.
but the actor The Rock,
He's a
nice.
champ, bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I think that's pretty much.
Much everything.
I think we
We
did it,
summed
yeah.
up everything.
Yeah.
Jerry, you got any last minute comments, complaints?
I mean, yeah, I've been surprised by John Cena's acting. Like, oh, wow, he really like killed it in that. Where like I've never had that with The Rock. Like John Cena was great in the like Blockers movie, and then did you ever see Sisters with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler?
Yeah, but I
I don't
remember
remember it.
What about, is he in Trainwreck too, or was that?
Oh, and then he's also in that movie where the
Family's Gambling with Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah.
I never saw it, but I
It
heard.
was funny.
Is it him in Trainwreck, or is that Channing Tatum?
Is it?
I don't even know what Trainwreck is.
Trainwreck was the movie with what's the comedian chick? It was about her like sex life.
I don't even think I saw this.
Amy.
Oh,
I think that's,
Schumer, Amy Schumer.
Channing Tatum.
Is
Yeah,
that Channing Tatum in that? In Trainwreck? To be honest, this is gonna sound weird. I kind of mistake.
the two of them a little bit.
I can see that. No, they're both huge
Or
beefy
is it
dudes.
Cena?
Magic Mike.
So are they both in it? Maybe they're both in it.
Just a second.
He's also in a movie. John Cena's on a Hulu movie, Jer. It's like a romantic comedy.
Oh, the like vacation one or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where he's like a goober.
He's
nerd.
Drunk. He's like, no.
No, he's doing hella drugs and shit.
Oh, that's
and,
sick.
yeah, dude, it's
I forget the fucking name of it, but it's fucking fun.
It's John
It is John Cena.
yeah, dude. Like he's
Yeah,
got some
it's
comedy chops that like he's so John Cena, bro.
Like I said, man, I think as
As an actor, he's gonna bypass The Rock. Maybe not in popularity, just in pure skill.
No, I think that's.
That's a good call.
I also hear this WWE game, this new one that just came out, is dope.
not the Switch though.
Spoiler alerts.
Thanks for commenting, you two. One of them was Alex, and then I forget the other name, dude. But thank you.
Roland.
Roll.
I see it right here. Yeah. If you guys watch, that's awesome. If
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
fuck
thanks,
it.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
That's legit.
We're fixing audio
Yeah,
and
it'll
shit
be
next
better,
sometime
hopefully.
soon.
One day.